I applaud Charlamagne Tha God for his dedication in the last 2 decades. I'm not talking about his illustrious radio career. I'm talking about his dedication to being a Drake hater for 2 decades is almost unprecedented. Most haters give up after a year or 2 of their target succeeding. Charlamagne Tha God has been consistent with no avail.
Turn on like Power 105 and hear some nerd telling them that I'm gay, or they have pictures of me, or this light-skinned girl is dropping a song today, his name is Drake. That to me is like, why, man? Like, for what? Like, you're a real loser. Sorry.
Listen, I never called Drake gay. I said that he displays suspect behavior.
Did you call him a light-skinned girl?
No, I called him a pretty albino girl. It's a difference.
You definitely call him Princess Boy.
I call him Princess Boy. I say he looks like a thumb with eyebrows.
Yes?
Yes, but I never called him gay.
He would even force himself into bad music takes just to hate on Drake. Like in 2020 to 2021, when Lil Baby was on his meteoric rise, Charlamagne Tha God was one of the first media personalities to try to dethrone Drake and set the narrative or the agenda that Lil Baby has somehow conquered a throne and dethroned Drake, even though Drake was charting higher and selling more albums first week.
Helped Lil Baby. I think right now Drake might need that Lil Baby feature.
I mean, look, Drake is still
I don't think Drake needs anybody,
yeah.
but
Drake is still Drake. But
Drake.
Let's be clear, a lot of the Drake records, at least of late, haven't really, taken off at radio.
What's the record he released? What's
Laugh Now, Cry Later.
We play that every other
number
song.
1 record.
Yeah,
No,
that
it
was
wasn't.
yes, it was.
It went to number 1?
Yeah, it was number 1.
Sure
I
did.
remember going to number
Absolutely.
1.
It was
I know
number 1.
Tootsie Slide went to number 1.
Let me ask y'all a question. Are we still in the Drake era? So it still feels like we're in a Drake era. I don't think we're in a Drake era. I don't think we've been in a Drake era for the past 2-3 years.
Looking back at that take right now, that take aged like milk, and it's just more proof that Charlamagne Tha God is out of touch in terms of what's relevant currently. Now, Charlamagne Tha God is back, though, with more bad music takes. This time, his target was Drake and SZA on their new song, Slime You Out.
Scares me, and it's not a scare because Drake's going to be fine. Drake put out a song last Friday, and nobody cared.
What was the song?
The Drake and SZA record.
No, people, that just dropping. People do like
it. Came out last Friday. And it came out last Friday, and people just started talking about the lyrics yesterday. Because I saw people, posting about how he said something about whips and chains. You get whipped and chained like an African slave or something like that. And I remember I'm in the group chat, and I'm like, damn, Drake put out this record Friday, and people just get into the lyrics on a Monday?
I mean,
that's not Drake. Like,
oh.
He's gonna be fine regardless. I just think that it's also when you think about, you look at the album cover and you hear the title For All My Dogs. I think we was looking for something a little bit more harder, a little bit more aggressive. But he came out with this slow joint with SZA.
I understand wanting to be a hater. I understand wanting to hate on somebody. But at some point, you got to put your credibility on the line first. And just be objective for once. To say a song that's about to debut at number 1 went overlooked and nobody really cared about it because some trolls decided to complain about lyrics 3 days later, that's your tangible evidence that this Drake song didn't make no noise. How about the song going number 1? Is that enough proof it made noise? Now, I wasn't surprised, though, that Charlamagne Tha God even confessed that he ain't even finished the full song.
I didn't hear no rapping on it, unless I didn't get through the whole song.
Clearly, you're just talking and didn't listen to the full song. Now, Drake will give Charlamagne Tha God the Elliot Wilson treatment, which is come on social media and just straight violate you and at you directly, which Drake did, because Drake took to his IG story to give Charlamagne Tha God this message about hating on the song. Are you okay, Leonard? You kind of weirded me out, G. Like you really obsessed with me or something for years. Like you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection type ish. Whatever you gotta do, let it out. I'm sure your 435 loyal fans will stand by you, you effing goofy. Hey, listen, man, the violation came in full effect, bro. Drake is done with you out of touch old heads, bro. Like, again, at some point, y'all gotta give up the hot takes. Like, I understand, like, back in 2007, having a hot take was the way to go viral, bro. But at some point, bro, just searching for hot takes is gonna hurt your credibility. Like, you could be objective for once. Now, Charlamagne Tha God obviously responded back on the Breakfast Club, and this is what he had to say about Drake dissing him.
Sorry. You're kind of weirding me out, G. Like, you really obsessed with me or something for years. Like, you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection. Whatever you gotta do to let it out. I'm sure all 435 of your loyal fans will stand by you. You effing goof.
And then he called me off-brand Mars Chestnut.
He did.
I agree with that.
And he put the picture of you with the sweater where you're like really trying to channel it in. Like you were trying hard.
I agree with that. Definitely.
You definitely had a
man.
Morris Chestnut move. I
want to tell y'all something, but you're not going to believe me because I'm lying. But Drake and I plan this out every time he drops an album. I'm part of the album rollout. He drops a record, I critique it. It brings more attention to the record, more attention to the project. I keep telling Drake he doesn't need me to do that. He's Drake, but for whatever reason, he wants me to do it, so I oblige.
You know when you're salty or embarrassed or get caught doing something, so you just start talking? That's what Charlamagne Tha God is doing, bro. He's just talking, right? He's just trying to filibuster his way through hating on another man for 2 decades. Now, Charlamagne Tha God says something in his response to Drake that made me really realize like how weird this obsession with Drake is. Like, this is super freaky. And after he said this,
I don't believe you.
I'm just telling you, it wasn't always like that though. Back in the day, I can honestly say I was hating on Drake for fun. It was hilarious, at least to me. Like, he posted one this morning that I forgot I even said, where I said it was a
three
sexual orientations, gay, straight, and Drake.
Yes.
Hilarious, all right? But that's just hate, okay? But after back to back, and he sent the bottles with the note, let's be friends, we came to an understanding, and we agreed whenever he drops certain songs, I will hate on them in order to bring more attention to the record.
It made me pull the receipts. One, hating on another man just for fun, it's bully behavior and it's just whack. But when Charlamagne Tha God said that Drake sent the bottles after back-to-back, it made me realize that they already squashed their beef. They met up and squashed their beef. So Charlamagne Tha God hating on Drake in the last couple of years after he met the man and squashed it is whack. You see, after back-to-back when Drake shouted out Charlamagne,
I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles for Charlamagne.
He actually sent the bottles to the Breakfast Club.
Yep, Charlamagne Tha God here. Prince of Piss People Off, ruler rubbing you the wrong way, architect of aggravation. This guy Drake's really living his raps, man. He said somebody was gonna make him buy bottles for Charlamagne. He bought 6 bottles of Dom Perignon.
And after he sent the bottles to the Breakfast Club, Drake and Charlamagne Tha God met at a concert backstage. When they met, Drake walked up to Charlamagne. They had a conversation. According to Charlamagne, Drake gave him a lot of positive energy and love, and they took a picture and they laughed, dabbed it up, and went their separate ways. So for Charlamagne Tha God to leave this positive interaction after intaking that much love that Drake gave him and still be hating on this man years later, to me, it's just sick and obsessive. I personally hope that Charlamagne Tha God realizes that he's one of the GOATs in his media stuff, and he don't need hot takes no more to stay relevant. He's already solidified. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Also, don't forget, man, to subscribe and like the video, but subscribe mostly, all right? Stay and subscribe. But if you guys are still here, man, click on the video somewhere on my screen to find out why fans are on Twitter begging LAPD to arrest Blueface for tweeting this. All right, click on this video to find out why the fans want Blueface arrested for tweeting this. I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.